first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another leads them through one already. Davis Wick and Felipe wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Brown. And the rolling was flying like a funnel leading as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stoneford on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dogs and Warboys being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was Tim Alford or Will Brown, and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the penultimate round of the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. We are going to be tearing it up with some amazing points up for grab. The grid is full, the talent's out there, the racing's been amazing the last few weeks. But before we get into the action and into the time slots of what everyone's doing out there for qualies, let's have a quick look at where they're all standing for the AMs, the Pro-Ams, and the AMs for the penultimate round. The battle is on between Wayne Edwards from Web Sim Racing and Greg Johnson from Team Greg Racing. A 61 points deficit for Greg, but still achievable with tonight and next round. Going to be amazing points to be up for grab. Brad Dines from Dines Ultra Tune is in third place. Mark Snow from SLM Academy in fourth, followed by Sam McCall from McCall Racing, Shane Newens, David Simmons, Brad Anderson, David Bowman, Stephanie Piccoli, and Brendan Soper. That rounds up your AMs for the evening. And let's have a quick look at the Pro-Ams. We've got Ash Glover out there by 3 points to Max Donnelly from NZ TKR. He has done a great job there, Max, in the last few rounds to catch up and get competitive beside Ash Glover. Christopher Tomlin from LCR Esports is a further 52 points, and he's been chased by Elliot D from Team Pear Shaped Racing. They're top 4 that are battling out for all the podium steps. Russell Gander is a bit off on target with 124 points from Northwind Motorsports. Phil Humbly from Northwind Motorsports is beside him, only a couple of points behind. Cam Hardwick from the Academy is in 7th. Ryan Price, Privateer, 8th. Mitch Weil from the Koala Cartel in 9th. Harrison Rayner from Rayner Sports in 10th. Then we've got Gabriel Vinicius Stanzione Souza. We'll get that one right, eh? Josh D. King, then 13th place, Lachlan Browning. 14th, Daniel Stones. 15th, Dane Sinkovich. 16th, Wakefield. 17th, Cochrane. And 18th, McIntyre. As we go into the pro positions, and these boys have been absolutely slugging it out, swapping and changing. The top of the grid is led by Cole Ridley from SLM Motorsports. He's got a gap of 86, but after that, it's very, very close fighting all the way through. Dougie Gowans from SLM Motorsports is in 2nd place, 86 points behind Cole Ridley. Then we've got Lavery from Team SRW Motorsports, 58 behind there. Thomas Sonny Cena from SLM Motorsports in 42 positions, and then Greggy Cook from Project 36, a further 17. Then we're trailed by Daniel J. Burns from Carling Motorsports and Davey Gallo from Carling Motorsports, followed by Noah Kitcher from NZR TKR, Sean Doyle from SLM Motorsports, Trev Mortimer from Rogue Racing, Callum Hodgkinson in 11th, James Doyle 12th, Ray Oliver 13th, Mason Martin 14th, Mitchie Noble 15th, Brent Wassell in 18th, Stevie Daniels Jr. 17th, Danny Bartouche 18th, Brandon Levin 19th, and Thomas Cooley in 20th. I believe I said 18th twice, but we'll decipher that later on as we come through. Ladies and gents, let's bring him into the room. He's been sitting patiently waiting. Mr. Watson, how you doing? And g'day downstairs to Mr. Kobe Jordan.
Doing good, Steve. This one, I'm not entirely sure how this one is going to go. This is actually a track I'm quite high on. BARBER is a incredibly difficult circuit. There is a lot of blind corners. To me, this is kind of an even harder version of Sonoma. I find it such a nightmare to race just because I still don't have a good turning point for quite a bit of these corners. You're just kind of having to kind of close one eye, squint, turn, and hope for the best. But man, when you nail it, there is not many better feelings in motorsports. There's a lot of incredible corners, you know, the downhill chicane, and this is just a unique vibe in general. There's a lot of random sculptures around. The guy that built the track, George Barber, he was quite the interesting individual in a good way. He was eccentric in the sense that he has this huge motorcycle collection housed in a museum that's right here on the premises at Barber Motorsports Park. Like, the amount of bikes that's in that building is astonishing. And then there's also a lot of random artsy bits. There's a couple big sculptures, including yeah, they actually call one of the corners Charlotte's Web because of it, because the spider is like right there, fairly easy to see. And he also has a lot of mannequins around this place too. Say that again.
A bit like the Red Bull Ring, it's got its big bull, and now Barber is always had its big spider out on the track as well.
Yes, but the bull makes sense because it's sponsored by Red Bull, obviously. The spider doesn't. And he also has a lot of mannequins around the track, too. And if you remember the IndyCar race here a few years ago, one of those mannequins fell on the track. And that threw a lot of people for a loop. Georgina was her name, and when I went to the 500 later that year, there was this memorabilia show, and right as you walked into it, there was a mannequin that had a sign taped to the front of it that said Georgina's younger sister, which I always thought was hilarious. But yeah, and also loading into the session, I also was reminded that this track had a refresh in one of the recent updates. So before, the curbs were just like, they just kind of look like stone slabs, like no pattern in it whatsoever. But now you see there is kind of a more traditional curve pattern with the alternating colors. It's still gray, it's just the part of it has a different color of gray.
Yeah, they've brought some texture to our world at Barber Sports. The boys are starting to set some lap times down there in the moment, mate. So they're starting to get through. Obviously all green because everyone's setting their first sectors. But I think it's going to be a cracking little track. I don't mind this track at all. As you said, a couple of little nuances here and there that we can go through as we go through the race. But I'll tell you what, times are going to be tough out here. And once these boys get racing, some of these passing points are going to be on the edge, I'd say, on the definite edge.
Yeah. During IndyCar, this is, I'd say, might be the hardest track to pass on the IndyCar schedule. This track, obviously, given George Barber's preferences, this was built as a motorcycle track first and foremost, which is wild to me, because imagine taking a bike through the parts of this track.
Yeah,
but
the corkscrew coming down that little left and right downhill. That's and then a hard right at the end of it to the back straight. Very, very tough. The undulation in this track as well, like you get the last chicane before you come to. The boys taking liberty. Ridley going. Yep, I'm going that way. There's not much you can do about it. So this bit here is a nice little kink in the track. Very, very, very fast corner here. I've never seen it from this perspective, actually. I'm usually seeing it from the other side. And then coming down, you open up to the chicane. So there's a big drop here coming through. And then it straight away starts going uphill while you're through the second apex. Really tough spot here. Getting this double right-hander correct is critical too, because you've got to be able to hold much momentum as possible. So it's two sort of apexes coming through, so you can open it up and get this bit right, because this bit is one you want to get really right, because this is a good passing spot getting down to the end of this corner. And at the end of this corner, here is where the brave people survive. Who's going to be able to scrub a bit of pace off and take this as full pace, and who's not, because you want to be able to do it right. Oh, that made me almost dizzy. Here it is here. This is the double right-hander. It sort of changes a little bit. Comes through. Nice work. Very, very smooth. Who are we on board with? Thomas Sonny Cena. Yeah.
Yeah, and the beginning of that whole kind of final section, that quick chicane that kind of leads you to that uphill bit. Yeah, that is my #1 problem area on this track from a personal standpoint. That's where I can never figure out where to turn in. And the amount of times I've yeeted my car off into the barrier at the top of that hill is astonishing. I don't even want to know how much money I would have spent in repairs, both to the car and the barrier, with how many times I make a mistake in that section. But with how much smaller these cars are, I think we're going to see a pretty good show. It's going to be much easier overtaking with a GR86 than it is a big old Indy car.
Yeah, and they look. I've got the nose cone on Dougie Gowans at the moment, and it just looks so much faster these days. The way these cars are set up and the extra pace they've got. You can see the first left-hander. It sort of opens up, and it's got like a double apex on it. So you're just going to come back and hug the corner in again. This is one of the ones that you said it was blind. You're coming up to here, and it's just like you got to give yourself like that pillar there that sticks up. Give yourself a target of some sort to come around that corner. Really heavy braking zone here. A couple of boys will go really tight straight away. A couple of boys will go out wide. So good passing spot for here. Hanging it out wide, taking as much pace as he can. Good old Dougie. And then you're coming across here. This is the part I love. I think you mentioned it before. When you get it right, it feels awesome. When you get it wrong, you really get it wrong. You've got to hug it in tight, open up that apex, try to get it in. And there's a little bit of a camber on the inside there. You've got to hang on to that and get around that corner, and it makes it feel so good when you get it right. But I tell you what, we'll see a few people hit the sand and go out wide through there and make a little bit of a mess of it.
Absolutely, and it's knowing these cars, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of three wide action through there, especially on the start.
Yeah. The Carling boys are still at the top of the table, mate. Have a look at this. The second half of the season, they've really come strong in both these cars and the open wheelers, and put themselves up in some very competitive positions. David Gellar's got the fastest lap at the moment, the 1:35.13. Dougie Gowans second, Daniel Byrne in third. And then we've got Levin fourth, Cookie fifth, Lavery sixth, Glover seventh. Ridley 8th, Mortimer. Oh, Ridley just popped up to 6th. Then it gives us Mortimer 9th and Humbly in 10th. So Humbly's out there from North.
Car that was facing the wrong way in the guardrail. There's Hayward coming off the final corner.
Alrighty. So if anyone's out there and you're watching, you got someone out there. Obviously, Nana Doyle's out there, and yes. Sean is out there in 11th place for the SLM Motorsports team. And if there's anyone else out there, you want to see someone, you're following someone, you're following a team, let us know during the show. Kobe downstairs and myself will switch to it and give you guys something extra to watch. But also like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Still a lot of you out there that are watching that aren't subscribed, and we really want to get ourselves up into 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So that is our target. It's not a massive one. We've only got 320 to go. Ridley's looking pretty sharp at the moment. He's got himself into a really good lap. Daniel Burns' first sector is green. You can see the people are starting to get to the point where they're either getting their tyres warm or they just can't get any more out of their cars.
Yeah, and also track temp is also likely posing an issue. It is very hot in Alabama in the middle of June. Right now, track temp is 123 degrees. No idea what that is in Celsius, but I can tell you that it's quite hot in Celsius because that is quite hot in Fahrenheit. Yeah. So that's going to be a problem everyone's going to have to deal with.
Yeah, it's just a little bit over half our temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So it's Cobes have got you've got the temperature tower and everything like that in there. Are we expecting rain tonight? That's the big question. We had some rain last night. Be interesting to see how tonight goes. Tonight's a 30-30, as you can see. Sky conditions clear. That thingamajiggy's in the way. There it is. Pit speed 72, Fuel range 28-30. Temperature 29. Track temperature 51. Oh my goodness. That is going to be a scorcher on these tyres. It's going to be very interesting to see how the boys handle those conditions. But you know what? That's racing.
Yeah, it is toasty out there.
Hopefully it'll be a little bit of tyre concerns coming through there as well. So it should make the racing a little bit interesting. It's almost like something, please. I don't know, that one went over my head. Ollie has got 3.5 minutes left to go. Oh. That is.
Anyway.
I think I know who that is. But anyway, that's one of the SLM boys. But it's going to be very, very interesting out here. Qualifying is down to the last 3 minutes, ladies and gents. We've got Burns up there, Gallo, 2 Carling boys in the top step. They're pushing the SLM boys out of the area quite hard there. And then we've got Gowans and Levin, Ridley, Cookie and Lavery. So it's good to see some different names up the top end. Glover's up there pushing it too. Trev Mortimer, he's found himself a bit of pace, Mr. Watson. He's starting to get back to the pace we expected him to have.
Yeah, we're seeing him in the top 10 a lot more.
Ooh, humbly. Up into 6th.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
New fastest Pro-Am. Whoa!
Well, did Gowan just go sideways? He just held that.
He sure did.
He's well held that one. That was very, very close. Let's see who's going on a bit of a stonker at the moment. Mark Snow's all in the greens at the moment. He's doing some personal bests. He's following, by the look of it, Cam Hardwick. Bryce is out there. I just heard him apologising to someone.
Yeah, he he kind of gave a little bit of a half punterino to Kudagazinos.
Oh no. Oh no. There was the day when it was there'd be a fair few of us in the lounge when I was still racing, and it would be me, Sam, Pricey, Dean, Greg Johnson, Greggy Leake. Leakey, if you're out there, come and say good day, mate. I reached out to you on Messenger, but I haven't heard back, man. Just want to see how you're ticking and how's it going, what's going on with life in general, mate. Greggy Leake is one of our elderly statesmen and one of the original guys that started racing with us back in the Force Racing League days. So this is going back about 6 years now when we first started doing all this sort of stuff together. Geez, I've been doing this for a while, man.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah. I've aged.
Yep.
Yep. Sure have.
And that's not counting all the aging you're doing having to sit next to me 2 times a week.
It makes me... Oh, you're bringing back my youthful persona, mate.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, I've always been an idiot. Got to get back out on track, Steve, and go head to head with Dean. Well, I've told the boys tonight for the Formula Superlights I wanted to do some broader testing and get all the drivers out there with some stuff that we want to try for next season. So they're going to put some sessions on once the season's over. We've got a 4-week gap, so we've got a bit of time, and I'll be definitely getting on track at that point, definitely, because I've got the itch. I need to just tidy up the old rig. It's just sitting in the theatre room at the moment, looking very lonely. As qualifying finishes, ladies and gents, and the Carling boys have taken the front row on a 30-30 run tonight. So perfect for them because it's not going to be a rampaging rage of racing of 320s. So Daniel Byrne has got himself up the top spot after we saw it doing a magnificent run last night, taking the heat and the feature race in the Formula Superlights in the wet. It was a masterclass. So Daniel Byrne did a fantastic job from Carling Motorsports team. David Gallo, his teammate, is on the row beside him, getting ready for a battle. Then we've got in row 2, we've got Dougie Gowans from SLM Motorsports beside Brandon Levin from Team SAW Motorsports. In the third row, we've got Kyle Ridley from the SLM Motorsports team beside Phil Humble from the Northwind Motorsports team. In the fourth row, Greggy Cook from Project 36 beside Kyle Lavery from Team SRW Motorsports. In the fifth row, Ash Glover from Rogue Racing and Trev Mortimer from Rogue Racing. These boys did the same thing last week as well, in together on the fifth row. In the sixth row, we've got Thomas Sonny Cena from the SLM Motorsports team and his teammate Sean Doyle. And then in the seventh row, Sam Kutakazinos, privateer, is beside Cam Hardrick from the SLM Academy. In the eighth row, Mark Snow from the SLM Academy is beside Stevie Daniels from LCR Esports. And in the ninth row, Max Donnelly from NZ TKR is beside Wayne Edwards from Web Sim Racing. 10th row, we've got Ryan Price and Russell Gander from Northwood. And then go to the 11th row, and we'll have a few legends out there. Brad Dines from Dines Tune Racing is beside David Simmons from Whitepool Racing. Sammy McCall is beside Elliot D, I would suggest, in the 12th row, and looks like Chris Tomlin and Callum Hodgkinson have come into the session late and only just set times in the very, very end. So the grid, is it going to go around the corner? It may just go around the corner. Here we go. A few questions asked. I'm not sure what it was, but I think they were asking to see if comms were going out to the broadcast, because we tested it last night for the first time. Comms went to the broadcast, so when drivers called it in and then yeah, so when the RC called out to the rulings, that came up as well as the typing as well. So we tested something last night, and it looked pretty cool. Looked pretty cool. All right, I'm going to take the camera to the legendary Mr. Ryan Price. We're not too far now, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the penultimate round of the Warren & Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. We have got 28 on track, and they are ready to tear it up out there and have an absolute blast as usual. The standards have been very high in the last few weeks, and hopefully that continues tonight at this amazing track with a 30-30 split at the Barber Motorsports Park. We still haven't seen those spiders, but occasionally they do pop out on your dash. The stewards are there. The green flag is waving. It's green, 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 and we are off. A beautiful start there by Daniel Byrne. Straight away tucked in front of his teammate, David Gallo, all the way straight across Gowans to make sure he can't come through. Kyle Ridley's pulled in behind him, Lavery behind him, and then Levin as well. So nice and wide through there. Ooh. Looks like Tomlin's having a go past one of the Northwind boys. It looks like Pricey's bogged it down a little bit, and he's dropped a hell of a few places coming through that corner. But he has called it in. He must have got mugged on the way through. Bottom screen, you can see these boys already battling it through.
Oh, look at that. Gowans is able to get ahead of Gallo. A fantastic move into the hairpin.
Oh, he's actually... Gowans has actually called that in for moving under brakes, so I'm pretty sure that was him that went through it. But here we go through. We've got him bottlenecking it already. It looks like Daniel Byrne is showing some early pace straight away coming through the back end of the course. Gowans is being bump drafted by Gallo at the moment. Gallo is putting some immense pressure on here. Is he going to be able to get him under brakes coming through the bottom here? We'll see how they come through the S's. You can see the two SRWs coming through after them. In the yellow, there's Levin, and Lavery behind him in the green. Oh, Lennon is having a good look there at Ridley. I tell you what, Brandon Levin's pace in the last few weeks has gone through the roof, doing a cracking job. On the outside line, you can see Ryan Price having a great move around Sammy McCall. He's done that very, very cleanly. He's gone out into the grass. He's hung it out wide. Oh, my goodness. He nearly went flying back across at McCall then, but got control of the car on the main straight. McCall's on the outside line. He's having a look at the moment, but Pricey hangs it on the inside, puts faith in the car and the grip, and takes it all the way through that corner beautifully. Everyone is settled down into some really tight spots, but the whole table is all under 1 second gap and averaging around about 0.6 to 0.3. Yeah,
no one is absolutely able to drive away Haven't really seen too many dive bombs yet. Everyone seems to be getting their bearings still and figuring out where and when they can push these cars. But look at Doug.
Yeah.
He has already gotten all the way almost on the back of Byrne right here.
Yep. And don't forget, it's a 30 minutes, so no one's going crazy here. Everyone's taking it nice and smooth and taking care of what they're doing. The backpack is still having a bit of a go there. Sam McCall, Brad Dines. Dines is just past Sammy McCall at the moment in the back there. So there's a few passes still trying to settle through on their grid lines, but very, very close. Ooh, Davey Gallo moving on the brakes, black and white warning. So that's a bit of a slap on the wrist to say, yep, careful there. Let's not try to do it again.
And I believe we totally missed Brandon Levitt get by Ridley.
We did. We sort of blinked. I think it happened behind the trees, to be honest. It was sort of like one of those thing, peekaboo. It sort of like went behind the tree, they came back out, and they were swapped around. Oh, Ridley is actually taking a lot of width through some of these sections and just touching the grass. Maybe he's had one of those moments where he's touched it and had to get past. But very close. This top six is tight as.
The blind corners aren't just difficult for the drivers; they're difficult for the broadcasters too.
Yeah, that's one thing about the American tracks, man. A lot of the cameras in iRacing end up behind trees or like pillars and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Some of the natural camera angles aren't the greatest, especially if you look at the coverage of some of the other series on the road to Indy Ladder, which seems like they're just being shot on one CCTV camera and that's it. It's definitely not something that's news to me.
Oh, having a bit of look there. That looks like in the background that was the NZ car. Having a bit of a look as he was coming through. Max Donnelly.
Whoa!
Daniels.
Burr going quite wide there, kicking up a little bit of dust.
He does take liberties of the track sometimes. Now, you've got to remember as well with these boys, they're all very, very, very smart racers because you'll see they know exactly how many off tracks and they use them to their advantage. They'll bundle them up and drive clean until they need to start catching someone or pulling away from someone. They save those off tracks so they can take a little bit more, access of a wider exit or a tighter entrance so that they can get out there and build their speed, maintain their speed. So some of these guys are really smart, and you'll hear sometimes when we do the interviews, oh yeah, I had a couple of off tracks left, so in case you need them. So they use them for strategic purposes, not really for like they don't really expect you lose them from contact and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not like if I do this I get a penalty. It's like, oh, I could do this about 16 times, and that's 16 times I can give myself a little bit of advantage.
Yeah, 100%. Look at Sean Doyle on the bottom screen. He's being mugged at the moment. He's got Kudus in front of him. He's got Hardwick behind him as well, going hell for leather. Two teammates going through there. Kudus is just keeping it clear of him. Mortimer's starting to jump on that pack as well. Very, very tight racing through these boys. Very tight. And don't forget, we've got 30 minutes of it, so they're not taking as many risks. They know they've got to survive the full race. But they are. Look at the apex to apex. Lovely to see. Stephanie reckons that she's never heard the service so quiet like it was last night. Maybe I should tell them that each week, even if it's not broadcast.
Yeah, no kidding.
People were very well behaved. And it kept Josh Horton on his toes too. Every time he announced something, he was trying to be very clear and very concise. Look at this bottom screen at the moment. Sammy Kudagazinos has caught the back of Sonny Cena at the moment. So he's got a SLM in front of him, SLM behind him as well, Kudagazinos now. And he's trying to get a bit of an overlap done. Mortimer is having a look on Cam Hardwick at the moment as well. But has to hang it out to dry because he can't get quite around him. Doyle is looking like he's got really good exit speed of the corner, so his mid-corner pace is really good. He's coming up to Sam Kutakazinos, and he has to back it off so that he doesn't get contact. But we are into the first 8 minutes at the moment, ladies and gents, and Daniel Byrne has led from lap 1. He's got it all the way through, and he looks like he's in cruise control. Maybe it's time for Sinka to throw a special safety car in there or something like that, or a rain button. Just...
Oh, look at Levin. Whoa!
Oh, he's having a look. He's definitely having a look there. Yeah, the Paul Ridley, he's got Levin in front of him, and he's got Lavery just sweaty behind him as well, waiting for an error to happen.
Yeah, in the middle of a team SRW sandwich right there. But yeah, Levin tried to stick the nose in, but it's one of those kind of increasing, decreasing radius, however you want to look at it, corners where it's not necessarily clear where the turn-in point is, quote unquote. Like, there's so many different ways to get through that corner and to get to the point to where you cut in. And the difficult thing about that is you got that old iconic adage of if gap car, and so sometimes
Car will fit.
yeah, and sometimes that can be a bit problematic. And you saw Levin try to go for that gap, and Gallo closed the gap because he was basically kind of taking his own line through the corner, well within his right. And yeah, they just kind of met in the middle a little bit. Thankfully, no major contact for both of them, and I think Levin kind of knew that too, since no one called it in, neither Levin or Gallo.
Yeah, they kept. You know what? It's a very, very safe league at the moment. The way the boys are driving. But one thing I've just noticed is also that it's not SLM dominated. It's 3 teams going for the top 6 places at the moment. We've got 2 Carlings cars, we've got 2 SRW cars, and 2 SLM cars in the top 6. So it's been spread around. And the pace has been pretty even against these 6 as well, all the way through the season, swapping and changing on who the track suits the best at every time. And I'm glad to see that it's been shared around and not one team just purely dominating.
Absolutely. Here comes Levin with the big spin.
Oh, he's going for it beautifully on the inside of Gallo. He's done a great job. It's not over, though, because Gallo's still hanging it out there. And the next corner is a right-hander. So Gallo, if he gets overlap or more, he will be able to retain that position. And Levin's just going to have to tuck in behind. But he's got to be careful when he tucks in behind that Ridley doesn't get in underneath him and push him out of position. That's the key around this track at the moment. You've got to make sure your pass is going to stick. Oh, you saw Lavery just get a little bit of overlap. He had to pull back on Ridley at that point as well. He is putting big pressure on Ridley at the moment. Look how close they are. They're almost blending into one colour, how close they are.
Yeah, I was half expecting Levin to maybe try to keep it on the outside of Gallo right there. You absolutely wouldn't dream of it at all in an IndyCar, but I wonder if it is feasible in these things. But I feel like that's probably not a move you would consider making until like 5 minutes to go or something, and you really get desperate.
Camera on exciting to see what it does.
I think Levin might have had a mistake the final corner, because he's now down behind Lavery in 6 all of a sudden.
Yeah, he must have had a bit of a... Oh, look at that rear end, look at that rear end. Oh, no. He's lost that rear end coming through. He might have heading up those tyres a little bit from just pushing a little bit too hard. Now he's caught in a position where if he reverses out, he's going to get caught out. So he's going to be very careful from here. But it's a 30-minute race, so anything can still happen. Problem is, at this track, the chances of a safety car are fairly slim because there's a lot of runoff around here, a lot of runoff. And usually if you do go off track here, a lot of times you will just be hung out to dry out in the middle of nowhere in the bushes.
Yeah, it's not impossible. There's definitely some parts that could trigger a safety car, especially when you're going through that chicane up here in the final section. It narrows up so much that if someone spins, they could basically turn into a pinball off of these guardrails, like right here. But unless that happens, it's not super likely.
Extra string, can it follow Sean some more? Oh, yeah. There he is there on the camera. You can just see him behind Thomas Sunny Cena at the moment in the gold car. I've been watching this battle pack for a while. It'll go up and down between them, but it's on the main screen now as well. I'll take it to the top screen for the bottom view and get Dougie Gowans out there, because Gowans is putting some pressure now on Daniel Byrne, Davey Gallo, Ridley, then Lavery, Cook, Humble, Glover, Kutakazinos, Cena, Doyle, Hardwick. Oh, man, where did Levin end up going? Oh, he went all the way down to 21st place with that little incident. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, loving the extra string. You can follow Shane Moore. Oh, that makes better sense, Donna. Sorry. Yeah, the battles are everywhere at the moment, but they're very, very consistent. So the track has got to a point where it's maybe when the heat gets into the tyres a bit more, it might be a bit looser. But it looks like Thomas Sunny Cena now having a look at Xenos at the moment. There's Mortimer at the moment on the top screen, doing a cracking job out there. Good to see Mortimer at the pointy end again. He's got Cam Hardwick in front of him and Stevie Daniels Jr. Behind him. Camera says that Sam Kutakazinos is the most exciting out there at the moment, and so it went straight to Kutakazinos.
Look at this massive humanity. Look at how many cars in this train.
Yeah. Yep, Glover is having a battle there at the moment. He is really going hard for it on that top screen. Who's
And
that
he just
behind
lost
them?
three
That's Sam
spots.
Kutakazinos. Yeah. Kutakazinos just passed him. Oh, who's that just shot through? That was Hardwick. What a move that was on Mortimer. He just came out of nowhere and just went for it. It's not over. Mortimer looks like he's having a go here on the inside. No, he's pulled the nose back out. Tough spot to get right. Oh, Hardwick gets it all the way out wide. It's going to let Mortimer come out the outside on him. No, but there's a tough double right-hander through there. Mortimer may try to get in underneath him. Will he be able to get around Hardwick at the moment? That's going to be the key. Top screen, bottom screen and matching. I'm going to take a different angle so we can see these battles coming through. There goes Mortimer coming down on the inside of Hardwick. You can see the both angles there at the moment. Tell you what, he's done it. He's got it through, done extremely well. That fight's not done as well. But Dougie Gowans is caught up nicely up to Daniel Byrne, 2/10 at the moment.
Oh, the very front of this battle is really heating up. Hambly and Cook were side by side through the... Oh, we're three wide there. My goodness. Oh.
Look at that come through. Cook's got Phil Humbly, Sam Kutakazinos, Thomas Sunny Cena. Kutakazinos lost a few spots in that transaction coming through, and he's ended up all the way behind Doyle now as well. No, yeah, he's behind Doyle. I got it right for a change.
Yeah, all that kind of set off when Hambly and Cook, they went through the downhill chicane side by side. And Hambly actually got the position, but cut the middle part of the chicane too much and almost dumped it there on the exit, held onto it, but that cost him the spot from Cook, and that set up the whole three wide debacle.
Yeah, it's one of those. This is one of those tracks. If you don't make that move right, you get exposed to the person behind you that's following you, and they can just tuck into that spot you've left open and all over Red Rover. Here we go. Lavery's having a look on Ridley. Coming through. Oh, he's got the inside line. He's going to get up in there beside him and not quite enough. He's going to have to fight for another day because that's going to be a lot tougher coming through the back end of the track. But have a look, this little battle. Look how much they lost in pace on the front three just from those few little corners. Not much going on. Wayne Edwards and Russell Gander at the moment. Edwards is having a look at Gander at the moment from North Wind. So if we take the tower to its full extent, we can see that we've got Humbly in the Pro-Ams lead by 4 spots. And we've got Mark Snow leading out the AMs at the moment in 18th. And he's got Wayne Edwards and Dines behind him as well. So great bit of work there by by Mr. Snow. Battles are still going everywhere. Go Rusty, she says. If you're out there and you're watching, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. It does help, and it will help at some point when we get over the 2,000 mark and we can get this show to a broader audience, because these boys need to be shown off, and people need to see the amazing driving they're doing, because the battles are very, very tight. Edwards is still going for it down the bottom. Oh, looks like Elliot D and Callum Hodgkinson are going for it. Have a look at this, ladies and gents. This is at the very back of the pack, and these boys are still fighting it out like crazy. It's like they're fighting for a title at the moment. Callum Hodgkinson, have a look at it. Elliot D all over him like a cobweb. Elliot D almost looks like he's got a rope attached to him, and he's serving on him.
Oh my goodness! Oh. Oh,
Sammy
boy.
Zenos, and we can hear them both come through. Oh, there it is. Oh, I couldn't quite see what happened there, but coming down the hill, Ricky cut across Sam's nose then?
No, you'll see Cena and Cutter Casinos get together right here, and then at this point, Sam.
Safety car.
Oh, we got a safety car.
Oh, well, we can unbutton that one a bit more as we have a look at it. Evening, the lads watching from the lounge tonight. Mr. Anderson, you missed out there, man. Brandon was doing an exceptional job, and he just got a little bit too much oversteer from the rear end, and he was up there in fourth. So we were doing extremely well. We had two in the top six. All right, safety car is out. Let's have a bit of an unpack in that. I'll bring the safety car to the bottom screen. So that's the live footage, and then we can have a look at the replay in the bottom corner if we leave it there. Here we go. So they're coming down a street, down the. You can see there's Cookie coming through the corner, and here we go side by side. Looks like Kudakazinos, and was that Hardwick?
No, I think it was Cena.
It was Cena, was it?
Yeah.
Thomas Cena and Sam Kudakazinos. Let's go back and we have a look. This is it from behind here. So there's Sam Kudakazinos, Cena in front. So Cena's left the door open. Sam's gone in. Oh, Sam's gone in. Looks like Cena's tried to close the door. His contact. And then poor Cookie was a bystander. And there's Sam Kudakazinos' car cooked. Absolutely done like a dinner. Oh, someone said, did safety car hit the wall? I don't think it did.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to be made about if that door was ever actually open to begin with. I'm not necessarily saying that there was enough of a gap to make a move like that. I feel like that was a bit optimistic on Sam's part. Obviously, we'll wait for race control's ruling on that one, but yeah, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Whereas do you or don't you? It was definitely a low percentage because of the way the door was always going to get closed at that point. Yeah, and it's like
he says that the safety car did hit the wall on the way out of the pits.
Oh, well, how about that one?
Mr. Anderson's at work. I know, man. Sucks being you. I'd rather be working doing this. Oh, yes, Steph. You had a bit of a mystery last night, Steph. Tell us about it. Oh, look at that nice scratch on the front of that SRW. Like, bit of damage. I'm not paying for that. That'll come out of your paycheck, Mr. Slim, Mr. Keen. Yeah.
I don't even know where he would have hit the wall unless he airmailed it at the part of the track that I always airmail it off at.
Yeah, I think it was in the tight bit as you come out to the left-hand side. I think you got it then. How's everyone? How are you, Sinka? I'm good, mate. Doing extremely well. Loving life at the moment. Enjoying the racing in a massive way. Oh, safety car's going in. I think Steph binned it on the way to the pits last night, if I'm correct, in the wet. Is that right, Stephanie? Yeah, there
Oh,
it
it was on pit exit. Oh. Wow, you hate to see it.
Yeah, it's all good, Steph. It's we all make mistakes, especially me. Can you imagine me? There we go. Safety car. Safety car is pulling away. Leader has to control the field at 90. No more weaving, and we will be racing shortly. Maximum 3 to 5 cow lengths. I was going to say, Steph, that can you imagine me in that safety car? My God, we'd never get a clean lap done.
You could call it the unsafety car.
Oh, yeah, it would be the unsafety stunt car. It'd probably come back to the pits with 2 wheels. Oh, my God. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last 6 minutes of this race, and Daniel Byrne has control of the field, and he is ready to go whenever he wants to. So we'll see what he does. It looks like he's gone. He's gone. He's put the foot down. He's coming through the corner. He's opening up the last corner, and he's got himself a nice little buffer there of 7/10 straight away on Gowans. But look at the field coming through. Everyone, I don't need to show the safety car in my other camera anymore, but the field is coming through extremely fast. But Daniel Byrne commanding the lead with 6 minutes to go. An average lap time at the moment is in race mode is 1:34. Oh, that usually means something's gone wrong.
No. Oh, we got a bit of an issue in turn 1.
Okay, we'll have a look at that as we go. That looks like one of the Northwind cars. That looks like Brad Dines and David 747 Simmons have contacted each other because there was a crash between the two of them. Yep, 157. David Simmons is called that in as we speak. We're down to the last few minutes. We've got about 3 laps left.
Lavery and Gallo, they were side by side for a second.
Great bit of work by these boys. Oh, 82, lap 15. That's Brad Dines. Ryan Price is having a go. This battle pack here at the moment. Levin's trying to make his way through. It looks like Lavery's gone side by side there by Gallo. No, he's had to back it out a bit. Lavery attacks the curb through there, misses the post as he comes through there. All 3 have come across that line beautifully. No one's touched the grass through that. Look at the pace that Lavery's taken through there. He's going to have to wash it out a little bit because he's going to end up in the grass. Here we go. Drive through penalty. 9, 6, 8. So Sam Kukazinos has got pinned for that one. So he will go in for a drive through for that little incident that he came through with Thomas Sunny Cena and into the back of Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
Whoever has a Cookie's helmet is a Cookie Monster face.
Love it.
Levin's just passed Pricey down the back. Oh, that was the incident lap 12, that drive through for Mr. Kutikazinos. Cam Hardwick is having a battle now at the moment with Chris Tomlin. He's got Ash Glover in front of him at the moment. But ladies and gents, we are down to the last 4 minutes of the first of our double 30 tonight. There'll be a reverse top 10, and it's going to be a fight all the way through. Tyrone Walsh, let's go, Dougie Doug. Dougie G, I should say. I just start creating words in my brain. Lavery is getting the pressure on Gallo big time. He's got a couple of laps left up his sleeve, so he's going to have to do something real soon. He's having a look at the moment and letting him know he's there, but not quite enough to get upside him. He's really attacking that, same as Sean Doyle, really attacking that curb as they come through, and I'm not sure if that's the fastest way through because both of them lost a lot of pace on the cars in front of them as they come through that section. So it'd be interesting to see if a cleaner line is a faster line through there, but look at him come through the back of the S's. All right, we are down to the last few laps. There's Barney up the top. He hasn't got the flag out, though. At least we know he's out there and he's waiting. Oh, Cam Hardwick's gone out wide in the dirt coming through the final corner. He's trying to maintain his pace. He has. He's got Tomlin. Tomlin's past him, and now he's got Steve behind him too.
Also, it's showing the final lap, but it is very much not the final lap. We still have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the race.
was about to say that. Levin is overtaking Max Donnelly at the moment. He's putting the pressure on, coming down the main straight. He's got the inside line. He's got it done very, very nicely and cleanly. And Donnelly is just pulling in behind him, but that won't be fight over. That will be keep going because there's some very close battles coming through. There's some nice straights here where you can really catch up to the guy in front of you. Here we go. These boys haven't really done much swapping and changing at the moment, but we've got Daniel Byrne, Dougie Gowans, Davey Gallo, Kyle Lavery, Kyle Ridley, and Sean Doyle in the top 6 at the moment. Nine, 6, 8.
Sam picking up the second penalty. Oh, Gallows run wide, and there goes Lavery pass.
Oh. Good call there, Mr. Watson. Just as I was looking to see who the other car was that he was involved with, I think that might be the incident we saw come through. Yeah,
it was the turn 1 incident. It was kind of a multi-car deal.
Yeah.
Diane's got punted by someone.
Oh my God! Look at Levin just paced through there. He's got to be careful. He's got Stevie Daniels through there. He's got through it nicely. Almost leaned on him, but nice work. 0.64.
So I think Sam's second penalty might be a unrelated one from that first lap incident. I don't think we actually saw what Sam did to get the second one.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That was Elliot D. They just got a penalty just out through then at the moment. Brandon Levin is on fire at the moment. He's just passing them at will. They've got 3 wide at the moment. Have a look at this coming through there. He's just tucked it in behind Cam Hardwick, so he's doing a cracking job there. He's passed just then in the last few corners Max Donnelly, Stevie Daniels, and Chris Tomlin. And then here we go. It says final lap, but is it the final lap? Will we know? We have got, 30 seconds on the timer. This might just be it. They're coming through. We'll see Barney if he's going to be waving his flag coming through. But cracking bit of work by Mr. Daniel Byrne, leading it all the way, man. Such a great drive. But ladies and gentlemen, our feature race for the penultimate round of the Warren and Brown. Yep, this is the yellow-white flag coming through now. So we've got one more lap after this, and it is going to be all to the wall. Lavery just passed Davey Gallo while he was watching that front row as well. He come around the top of the S's and got around him. It looks like that Levin is having troubles with Hardwick at the moment. He's got him dispatched now, so he's got around that pack at the moment. He's going to be chasing down Glover. But good recovery there from Brandon after going all the way down to 21st place.
Yeah, unfortunately for Levin, he is one spot out of the invert, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think that spot is like 4 seconds away, so it's going to be hard to catch. Same thing happened to him last night in the Super Formula Lights as well. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the final lap of the first heat for the night for the penultimate round, round 8 of the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. This is where the tin tops get rubbing real hard, where the boys drive very, very fair and clean, but they still exchange some paint. Tonight has been an extremely clean run through, and Daniel Byrne hasn't had to contend with anyone because he's been all the way at the front, all the way from the get-go. He got a fantastic start, and he's shown the class that he is at the moment and driving from the front. He did the same last night in the Super Formula Light in the wet. So this driver is very diverse in the cars that he can handle and doing an exceptional job. Driver 808, as he's referred to on YouTube land. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, around the final corner for the first race tonight for the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals penultimate round. Daniel Byrne brings it home in the top step, followed by Dougie Gowans in second place and Kyle Lavery in third. The Carling teammate Davey Gallo comes across in fourth, then Kyle Ridley in fifth. Sean Doyle comes across in sixth place, and leading the Pro-Ams across the line comes Phil Humbly to take the checkered flag as the Pro-Am winner. It looks like we'll have a couple of more coming through. We've got Cena, we've got Mortimer, we've got Glover, Levin, Hardwick, Tomlin, Daniels, Price, Donnelly, and the lead of the AMs will be Mark Snow as he brings it across the line as well. What a cracking race that was. some very, very fast pace right across the board tonight. So this is how we finish, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Daniel Byrne, top step, takes it out tonight with a commanding performance. Coming in second, Dougie Gowans. In third, Kyle Lavery. Fourth, Davey Gallo. Fifth, Kyle Ridley. Then we've got sixth, Doyle. Seventh, Cena. Mortimer in eighth. 11 9th, and Daniels in 10th. In the Pro-Ams, we've got Phil Humbly leading them out and doing a cracking job of it. In second place, we've got Ashley Glover. Third place, Cam Hardwick. Then we've got fourth, Tomlin. Fifth, Price. Sixth, Donnelly. Seventh, Gardner. And eighth, D. In the AMs tonight, we've got Mark Snow doing a spectacular job of winning that by a couple of places. Second, Wayne Edwards. Third, Brad Dines. Fourth, we've got Simmons. And fifth, McCall. What a race that's turned out to be, and it's going to be spectacular with the reverse top 10 tonight, and one of the last few you'll see for a while, for at least a season at least. Tell us about TWRS, mate.
Yes, sir. If you're looking for some of the best oval and rallycross setups on the service, come around and check us out. Use code WATSPIN39 for 10% off at checkout.
We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs.
Well, that's a lot of fun out there. Don't quote my name because you'll get charged more. That's the penalty pricing. But mate, that was spectacular. That was really, really good. I was really impressed with the lads out there. Put on a lot of fighting. Obviously, not a hell of a lot of passing positions when the cars are so dramatically close in pace. But what was available was put on and did really well.
Yeah, I was hoping that we'd see a little more. It goes to show you how difficult it is to pass here at Barber when not even the 86s can get a whole heck of a lot of overtaking done. So that really puts the invert in a new perspective, because there's a good chance that those benefiting from the invert can hold off and hold on to their positions.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be tough to get them around. Well, we saw Brandon Levin coming through the pack then, so he did it. He seemed to get it all right. So maybe the top 6 will do it, but it's going to take a bit of time.
Yeah, and with the pace that the road cars have, like, I can definitely see them holding on to this lead and holding them off, because they're not that far off of what the top 5, top 6 were doing. And now that they have the track position in their to their advantage, they are going to be some tough cars to beat.
Yeah, 100%. I can see on that screen, where is it? There's a guy holding, it looks like Atlas holding the pillar there we just saw as it went through the different things. That's one of the few art installations on site on this track. So there's a fair few more. I believe there's also some gnomes carrying shovels as well on their shoulders in some sectors as well. So there's a few quirky things around this track. When Cobes is ready, we've got the just a brief little quick shot we did of what to expect for the season. Having a look, we've got the V8 supercars for season 3 at Panorama, Chicago, Oran Park, Detroit, Watkins, Alton Park Circuit, Gilles Villeneuve, Sandown. And then we got the Super Formula lights at Portimao, Monza, Circuit, Gilles Villeneuve, Francorchamps, Red Bull, Picano, Misano, Petersburg, and Hockenheim. These are all tracks for Season 3. Canadian Motorsports Park, Circuit de Gilles, WeatherTech, Willow Springs, Autodrome Hernandez, Sebring, Homestead, Watkins, and Mid-Ohio. So that's for the 86s, and the GT3s are going to Virginia, Hockenheim, Indy, Red Bull, and Silverstone. Round 6 to 9 gets confirmed in the coming rounds at that time, because we'll be waiting for the officials to be released what they're going to be doing. So keep your eyes out for that. The website will be open for subscriptions in the coming days, so everyone can start getting in there and getting their mates and families involved. Where are we at? Cool, couple of seconds. We timed that almost perfectly, mate.
When does that happen?
Never. I'm usually stumbling over my words and trying to get things out.
You owe me both.
Yeah. And so with timer is just about done for the warm-up. And then we'll go to the grids. And then we'll see how these boys are going to battle it through. Oh, there's a spider. That's a big one, a big teeth too, mate. This must be an American version. Ours are a little bit more hairier and thicker in the body. That was almost a girly spider, mate.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Oh, don't tell me you got an arachnophobia, Mr. Watson. Pass. It is very interesting. I've known some people with arachnophobia, and it does affect them in a certain way, and it's not a nice thing. Let me tell you, for people who do that, who have that affliction, if you would call it an affliction. Without being rude. And here we go, ladies and gents. This is how the feature race will pan out. We've got on the front row, Ash Glover with Rogue Racing beside his teammate, Trev Mad Dog Mortimer. 2x2 in the front row, so it could be interesting to see. Then we've got Thomas Sonny Cena from the SLM Academy beside Phil Humbly from the Pro-Am Northwind, from the Northwind Motorsports team. Sean Doyle and Kyle Ridley from SLM on the row 3. Row 4, we've got Davey Gallo from Carling's Motorsport team beside Kyle Lavery from Team SRW. In row 5, we've got Dougie Gowans from SLM Motorsports beside Daniel Byrne from Carling Motorsports team. In the 6th row, we've got Brandon Levin, Team SRW, beside Cam Hardwick from SLM Academy. In row 7, Chris Tomlin from the LCR Esports, beside his teammate, Stevie Daniels. Ryan Price, Privateer, is in the 8th row, beside Max Donnelly from NZ Racing, TKR. And then we've got in the 9th row, Mark Snow from SLM Academy, beside Russell Gander from Northwind. In the 10th row, Elliot D from Team Pear Shape, beside Wayne Edwards from Webb Racing. And in the 11th row, we are going to have the Callum Hodgkinson and Brad Dines. Both saw them very much fighting for these positions in the latter part of the race. In the 12th row, David Simmons beside Sam Kudikazinos. And in the final position in the 13th row, Sam McCall is with Greg Cookie. And tonight in our safety car and the race steward this evening is Matty Keane. And our race director is Greg Barber. Well, we are nearly ready. The boys are all starting to grid up, ladies and gents. Like, subscribe, hit that button. Auntie, Prime Wave, Huntsman, FTW. Not sure what that means, but anyway, I'm assuming Huntsman or Crime Wave, that's what's on the side of Webby's car, so that could be something to do with that. All right, second camera is on Mr. Stevie Daniels Jr., and he'll be peeling it out there and putting on some action for us as we get to the front of the grid. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Ash Glover and Trev Mortimer to get it off the line and get it off cleanly. Donna Doyle is waving her hands around for Sean. Let's go, Colin Brandon. Well, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Nearly there. Ladies and gents, we are here for the feature race of that penultimate round at BARBER Motorsports Park, where the spiders are statues, and they still get on your dashboard of your car when you're driving a V8. And we are just about to go for the feature race of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Get ready to go, people. The lights are just about to go. Who will get off nice and clean and who won't? We're coming out of there, and straight away the smoke puffs up from everywhere. It looks like one of the Phil Humbly looks like he got a bit of a slow start. He got overtaken there by the Carling boys and Ridley and Doyle as well. But coming through the top is Ash Glover doing a beautiful job there. Trev Mortimer beside him in his wingman getting in there. He's gone a little bit wide. Looks like Ridley's trying to have a sniff as they come through that corner, but keeping it clean big time. The rest of the packs coming through nicely as well. 2 wide and 3 wide. Geez, their boys are living on the edge. coming
boy.
through the bottom. Look at this. There's contact left, right, centre. While the Carling boys gone round. Looks like Gowans has been involved in contact as well. Looks like he's on his roof. He's gone over the top and lands back on his wheels and does a spectacular turn and burn to get back on the track. I don't know. I think that might have been Gowans coming down the hill that had the contact, but I'm not sure if that was contact by being pushed into him as well. Jason Depp means for the win, Steve. There you go. Huntsman for the win. Thank you, Mr. Depp. I'm showing my bloody age as my voice is starting to croak out for the night. But have a look at these two straight away. The road racing teammates straight away have peeled away beautifully, doing a cracking job and going for it big time and getting a nice run out of the final few corners. Ridley is a second and a bit away from these boys. And then we've got Gallo, Thomas, Sonny, Cena, Doyle. We've got Cam Hardwick, Chris Tomlin moved up 4 places. Greggy Cook moved up 9 places. Gallo and Ridley up 3 each to get themselves up into the top 6. But Ridley is now chasing down Gallo, so there's going to be some action. Bottom screen, we've got at the moment 11 on the inside of one of the LCR boys. That is Stevie Daniels coming through. Oh, it looks like Humbly came out wide and got back on the track beside Levin as he's coming through. He's got Dougie Gowans in front of him. He's got his sights set on it. He's on the outside line. He just brings it in across Humbly's nose. Nice and clean. But now he's got Gowans on the outside. Is he going to take him on the inside coming down the hill? Looks like Gowans might have a bit of damage because he slowed it right down. Stevie Daniels is under pressure from Humbly as well as they're coming through nice and tight. And you can see Mark Snow having a look as well on the inside of Humbly too, followed by Ryan Price. Tell you what, the action is afoot everywhere. These boys are driving spectacularly, and I'm not sure how they're giving each other so much room. They're switching and swapping across the nose of each other, and I haven't seen any contact from anywhere. That rollover was quite spectacular. Yes, it was. He made it. It was a gymnastics move, mate, and he held his knees up tight into his chest and rotated and just pinned it and landed on all 4 wheels. And he's still going. He hasn't gone in the pits. Oh, no, he has. Max Donnelly is in the pits.
Yeah.
There you go. Wrong car. Edwards on screen. Hodgkinson taking that line through there. We've got Gallo coming from behind. They're going too wide in the back S's. Fast part of the track, but also very dangerous part of the track. Oh, look at that. Gowans. Is that Gowans? No, it's not. That is, oh my goodness. Swapping and changing. Sam Kudagazinos is there beside them as well. Coming 3 wide almost. It looks like he's going to try to come through. Oh, Davey Gallo is working his way hard there. He's beside Sam Kudagazinos, and then there's Webb Racing's behind them as well coming through. Wayne Edwards and David 747 Simmons just behind him. 747 is driving in the Northwind colours these days. Kudagazinos went a little bit wide there, and he's got the boys from Northwind all over the back of him, almost bump drafting him coming through. We can see Levin on the side, inside of Door coming through. Levin's working his way through quietly. He's got Thomas Sonny Cena in front of him, and he's joined that pack. He's done a spectacular drive. 4 places up there by Levin. Also, Davey Gallo up to 4 places. Mortimer and Glover doing spectacular. Davey Gallo just set the fastest lap of 3:41.27, mate.
Yeah, it's flying, and Levin is flying. Seems to have figured out how to overtake on this track. Like, you saw him just rip position after position.
Is that right? Oh, it's starting to rain, ladies and gentlemen. It is starting to rain.
Oh my
God. This is going
God.
to put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Oh my God. And this is the best type of rain. Changing conditions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's going to be the smart one in? Levin straight away in. Oh, is he the first one to make
Cook
the
is-
trigger?
Yeah, Cook is
Smart
in.
move there by Levin. Smart move by Levin.
Oh, we
He's
got Price
gone in.
around. I think the track is starting to slick up now.
Oh, look at this 2 wide on the bottom screen. 4.25, failing the whole brakes. That's Max Donnelly failing the whole brakes. Oh, look at these boys into the pits straight away. Brandon Levin's taken beautiful advantage of this.
Yeah, to me, this is my favorite type of racing. Not the ones that start out full wet. but the changing conditions, when you have all the added chaos of, okay, when do I switch to this tire? When do I come in and change tires? Like, all kinds of different strategy shenanigans can play out. It's just the purest form of unpredictable.
Yeah,
Look at Gallo. He went on the grass to make that move for the lead. Oh, but
Where's contact as well? Oh, a little bit of contact coming through. Now he's going the other way. Oh, no. He's avoided the wall. He's avoided the wall. Oh, my goodness. I think that's going to be self-penalising. Have a look at the rear end slide out as he tries to get it through there. There was no way of scrubbing that pace off then. As Steph said, get in the pits now, get the tyres warm. She's like, glad I'm not racing tonight. But have a look at these battles of some of these boys. They're really trying to stay out there.
Yeah. Oh, look at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So we have got. Oh, here we go. 130.
Oh no, we got Stevie Daniels around.
Yep, Stevie Daniels. Yep, he's. All right, Stevie Daniels ended up in the wall by the look of it. There's a few people are pitting now at the moment again. So we're starting to get pitters coming through. It's going to be interesting to see. The first out of the pitters was Brandon Levin. Is he going to expose the rest of them as he comes through? Some of these boys are sitting out on track. Let's see what the black times are doing.
Sam spun in turn 1. I feel like we're going to see more of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Brandon Levin's, let's see when he gets his next lap in, because he hasn't done his first lap properly. That'll be an indication of what 2 laps worth of tyres will be doing, because that's his out lap plus a full lap. So we'll get to see. The moment the boys, everyone out there is doing 144s on average, except for the top 2 they're sitting in 141s in the last lap. But the time has dropped. They were doing 137s earlier, down to 141s. Brandon Levin, where is he? He is doing... Let's see how he's going. He's on the road on his own too, so he's got a lot of space in front of him. Oh, Daniel Byrne's just gone in the pits as well. And where's he going to come out? That's a question. He's just come out, I think, in front of Brandon Levin. But Brandon Levin will have warmer tyres on. So Brandon Levin's just done a 2:04 coming through. So the pace difference was quite considerable from what they were doing before in the dry. Unsafe rejoin by Mark Snow in lap 4. There's the bottom screen. You can see Brandon Levin. He's got slightly warmer tyres than Daniel Byrne at the moment, and he's got himself up with that early pit. He's undercut everyone. He's got himself up into 2nd place. So great bit of work there. Still a lot of boys that haven't pitted, man. There's still a lot of boys that are gambling out there. Ridley, Lavery, Thomas Sunny Cena, Doyle, Gowans, Hardwick, all the way down to Ryan Price. They're all still staying out, but their lap times, oh, they started off on wets. Oh, man, oh, man. I did not see that. I did not see that.
Oh, no!
Oh, did you see that? Ryan Price and oh my God. And yeah, that
Brad
was not
Dines.
good. 82 and Brad Dines, they were just yeah, that did not happen. So, oh my goodness, look at that. That has just changed everything. I did not realize all that time that these boys were on wets. Mr. Watson, why were you not correcting me?
No, my graphics showed wet or dries either. I have the least amount of information.
Well, I can tell you now, everyone is on wets, and we are down to the 19-minute mark. So Daniel Byrne, who was leading the race, and Brandon Levin are now down in 22nd and 23rd, respectively. And Brandon Levin's just passed Daniel Byrne as well. No, he hasn't. That's Thomas Sunny Cena. What's iRacing doing?
who knows at this point, but
Yeah.
got a nice little battle between Mortimer and Gallo right now. They have continued to battle even after the sky has just absolutely opened up.
Nice. This was the manual weather setting round. Oh, nice work there, Mr. Cochran, if you did the setting up. But it brings us to some awesome racing coming through. I tell you right now, some very close battles, and I'll take it down to here. Callum Hodgkinson is having a bit of a battle here with Max Donnelly. Brad Dines looks like he's crashed again.
And the Donnelly-Hodgkinson battle, that is a battle for position, but unfortunately they are also one lap down at the moment.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Mortimer is now having a look there on Davey Gallo. Have a look at this. Mortimer having a good look on Gallo. Oh, there's a bit of a wiggle on the top screen from Sonny Cena as well. Mortimer's coming through there. Ryan Price on the inside of Mortimer too. So there's a bit of a battle three-way going here. And Pricey is tucked in behind them. Nicely, bit of rain. I don't mind a bit of rain. It does bring out the action for us. But some guys love it in the cars and some guys don't. It almost sounds like a song back from the 80s. If I do recall, it's Bucks Fizz. My God, where did that come out of my brain? My goodness. We have got a fair few people out there watching tonight, so please like, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. Stay tuned to our socials because Season 3 is being launched over the weekend, and it will be open to race all our series. Basically, it's $20, and you can race any of our series that you want. So it's going to be a fantastic run. You've got a choice of the V8 supercars, the Super Formula Lights, the GR86s and the GT3s, which goes across a spread of 2 seasons. Oh, look at the Brandon Levin banging the rear end down through that corner. Beautifully done. At the top end, where are these boys at the moment? Doyle has got himself all the way up the top as well. Kyle Lavery.
Ryan Price.
With Bonnelly, Ryan Price. Oh, that was one we saw earlier on.
Yep.
Yeah. Was that with Gallo, or was that with Mortimer?
No, that was the incident with Brad Dines.
Okay. Donna Doyle, she's like $100 Fizz. She knows what I'm talking about. Some girls do, some girls don't. And the battle at the top is getting hotter. Sean Doyle is having a go at Thomas Sonny Cena, who's in third, so he's chasing him down. 2 teammates chasing him down. Have a look at this, mate. SLM Academy in the front row. Kyle Lavery, Team SRW Motorsports, second place. All the rest are SLM Motorsports. Cena, Doyle, Gowans, Hardwick, Snow, all the way down to 7th place. Now, that'll be enough of that, Mr. Keith. Mr. Keane? Keithy Keane?
Well, at least you have the opportunity to mention him hitting the wall in the safety car.
This is very true. Share the love where we can. Lavery's Ridley's got himself a great lead there, man. He's like 3 seconds?
Only 1.7.
1.7. Yep, just went to 1.9. Oh, have a look at Lavery getting around the Brad Dines back marker at the moment. And Sean Doyle is following him through. Sean Doyle has got 2 back markers, 3 back markers in front of him at the moment. There's Tommy Sonny Cena. They're passing Dines at the moment. Oh, my God. Oh, the tail wiggle through there. Oh, he's nearly missed it again. He's nearly gone to the back of his own teammate then. That is on at the moment. Sean Doyle and Thomas Sonny Cena fighting for the final podium step. There's no love lost between teams there. He's like, you help me get some sponsors, I'll help you get some drivers. I love your work, mate. Love your work. There's always an angle of Mr. Keane. These Victorian businessmen, mate. Ash Glover's had a bit of a crash somewhere on the track, but have a look at this little Russell Gander coming through from North Wind. And he's got the pressure coming through behind him big time. At the moment, we've got Ridley, Lavery, and Cena top 3 in the pros. in the Pro-Ams. We've got Hardwick, D, and Humble. Mark Snow is leading by 4 places as the AM at the moment. It's doing a cracking job. Oh, no. We've got an SLM lockout this again, but this time it is for top steps. We've got a top step for Kyle Ridley, top step for Cam Hardwick, and from Mark Snow. So that is a SLM lockout for podiums for the classes. We had Pacific Esports Racing, PER, do a complete blockout on Friday night, taking 1, 2, and 3 in the pros. So they did a spectacular night as well.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear to say that they all had their own strategy going into this race, and I think it's also fair to say that the strategy worked out decently. Yeah,
hell yeah. I'm spewing that my screen didn't go across. Oh, Xenos has got a meatball. Oh, Lizzie wants some pasta with that. And but yeah, I didn't see it. My screen was scrolled around to the left more, so I didn't see. Oh, look, Xenos is going to hold it. No, and he hit the grass and it just spears into the wall. Not a good one. Doesn't matter.
Also, Brandon Levin has retired from the race, it would appear.
Too much damage, maybe, or just giving it up on the go.
Last time I saw, he was a lap down, so I'm thinking a couple incidents didn't go his way. And another interesting thing is, see Wayne Edwards there all the way down one dead last. That is going to be big for the AMS championship going into next week's finale.
Yes, definitely will be. He's down 6 places, so he was in 20th to start with. So it's going to be very interesting as it all goes down to the wire. For next week, I can't believe season 2 is done, man. It's like, wow, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But Kyle Ridley is left it out to dry out the front. He is peeling it like crazy. Lavery is second to him. Thomas Sunny Cena is in third, and you can see him battling it out there with his teammate with 11 minutes to go too. So we've got a fair bit to go still. We could get a safety car. There could be things changing here or there. So sometimes these sort of situations, you're better off sticking it out to the race, because a safety car could change your strategies right around again, like get you up the pointy end. What the boys should have done is put in... Oh, who was that off track? No.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lavery's lost himself the podium step. He's got Sean Doyle, Douglas Gowans. Now he's dropped it to 5th place. Rear end is sliding a fair bit around now. Cam Hardwick is behind him, but that car is... Oh, that's the replay. He's just lost it. That was a back marker that he was behind him at the time. Unfortunate there for Lavery. He's got Gowans and Doyle in front of him now. So he's got a bit of work to do.
Well, now it's a lockout.
Doing well. He's in third now. He's got a bit of catching up to do. He's got his teammate in front of him, so he can still get himself a podium, but he's going to... Oh, no, he's on the podium now, sorry. He's in third. So he just wants one more step up. He can go for it, but he's got the old shark behind them, behind these two, and Dougie Gowans is behind them, ready to go as well. Oh, no. Barbs, why did you mention it, man? Yes, all right. I'll have to tell you about it now, ladies and gents. So, top 3. We've got Kyle Ridley, SLM Motorsports, Thomas Sunny Cena, SLM Motorsports, Sean Doyle, SLM Motorsports. The lead Pro-Am is Cam Hardwick from SLM Motorsports. The lead Am is out there leading for the SLM Motorsports as well, Mark Snow. So this is a complete shutout, as Barb's referred to it, the golden lockout. So this is going to be a spectacular one for them, something they'll probably celebrate for the whole year. On that note, we'll just take a look at Cam. Oh, nearly a backmarker incident.
Yeah, I think Cena and Doyle kind of messed each other up. I think they both almost won around in the downhill chicane. And look at that. Doug is all of a sudden in P2.
Dougie's loving it. He's taught these young whippersnappers a lesson straight away, going, this is how you do it, boys. But Lavery's caught up to the back of these boys as well now. And we've got 9 minutes left, so it's not over as you may think just yet. Oh, bottom screen, we've got, looks like Davey Gallo is gone a little bit out wide as he's coming around David 747 Simmons. They're sprinting to the bottom line at the moment, going for it. Gallo's got it done nice and clean. I'll see what happens if I put it on exciting for a while, what it's going to pick on the bottom camera. Thomas Sonny Cena's battle here. Lavery's sitting there going, please do what you did for Dougie for me. Yes, Stephanie, we know that Dougie is an SLM. He's an FRT SLM, though. Even though he's rebranded himself completely SLM. But this could go any way at the moment because Sean and Thomas are really gunning for it at the moment. Oh, Sean just wiggled a little bit then from the front end. Looked like he'd lost a little bit of it coming through. But Lavery's right on the back of them now. He is after his little adventure off track, caught right up to these boys. So at the moment, his pace is looking pretty good. His last lap was 4 tenths faster than both the boys in front of him. So he's got the pace to get around them. He's just got to find the right opportunity now. What? Gowan's 5-second penalty. Oh, contact.
Doug just crashed.
Oh, no. He must have saw that he got a 5-second penalty and drove straight into the wall. Oh, my goodness. Dougie, well done. Thank you, Douglas. Well, that means now Kyle Lavery can break the golden lockout here. And if he's going to do his catch up Doyle, and that's going to break the lockout. Oh, that's unfortunate for Dougie. He must have just lost it for a few seconds. Concentration. He's a killer out there, and he's not a fan of the rain too much.
Well, actually, they're still holding on to the lockout since it is, in fact, Cena and Doyle here, P2 and 3.
Yep. But I got my money on Lavery to come through the goods at the moment. Look at them, top screen, bottom screen. You can see them go. The exciting button has taken it to both of them from different angles at the moment, ladies and gents. These guys are driving way too close for teammates in the wet, man. I'm telling you right now, they're taking way too much risks. If I was Matty Keane, mate, I'd be in there now, guys. Back it up a little bit, at least a little space between each other. I think he might have just done that, but you can't give too much space because you need to stay on the back of your teammates, so you can't get Lavery in there and take your spot and expose you.
Ray Cook is retired.
Cookie Monster's out. That's unfortunate. There was a couple of battles here that were really close, but the boys opened it up in the last few seconds. Stevie Daniels is still having to go here. There's 3 of them coming through at the moment. You've got Chris Tomlin, Elliot D, and Russell Gander.
Oh, here we go. We're side by side now.
All right, now go hard right, Thomas. Oh, not now. He's already passed you. Oh, he's gone out wide. He's gone out wide. He's opened it right up. Is he going to be able to hold it? He has held it. Come on, Lavery, get in there, you good thing, and put the pressure on these young whippersnappers and get some good points for us. We've got a back mark in the way. Dines is in the way. Oh, Dines is big time in the way. Oh, they've nearly pushed him off the track. He's trying to get out of the way, but he's got nowhere to go. Oh, my goodness. That nearly got hairy through there. Well done by Dines by keeping his cool and not losing it through there. He couldn't, if he would have stayed out wide, he probably would have slid out wide because the momentum would have carried him. So he had to come across a little bit to the centre. But those boys should have left a lot more room. Here we go, ladies and gents. Kyle Lavery's having a look on the inside of Tomasani Cena coming into the first corner on the last few laps with 4 minutes 45 to go. He's putting the pressure on Cena, makes it sticky, sticking it out there and making sure that Lavery can't get around him. Lavery's rear end does a little bit of a slip and slide. The action is all the way through. Yeah, that is a hard spot step to get caught. It's a tough one. But now we've got Kyle Ridley in top spot. Sean Doyle in second place. Thomas Sonny Cena in third. Lavery fourth. Gowans fifth. Hardwick sixth. Humbly seventh. Mark Snow eighth. They're all your champions for the tonight, all there in a row. Ridley, Doyle and Cena for the pros. Hardwick for the AMs, for the Pro-Ams, and Snow for the AMs. As we've got the final few spots ready to go, 3.5 minutes. So we've got, figuratively speaking, about, there'll be another full lap in a bit. So they might get 3 laps out, if depending on when they cross, but definitely get 2 more laps out of this.
Looks like Cena's just started to eke out a bit of a gap from Lavery. Although, as I say that, Lavery with the run of a lifetime through that first chicane.
Yeah, he got a great bit of pace out of there coming down the hill. He just stuck it big time. Is he going to be able to press Cena all the way through? We've got 3 minutes left. Bottom screen, these boys are passing each other as well. Sammy McCall and Stevie Daniels Jr. having a great little battle there. Overtaking and passing each other nice and tightly. Here comes Kyle Lavery. Is he close enough? Cena did a little bit of a wiggle there coming out, so he lost a little bit of traction coming out of the corner. Will that give enough pace to Lavery to get up beside him? It has given him enough pace. Is he got enough to make it stick coming through? He is coming through. He is making it stick. Cena's right up the back of him. Cena's nearly drifted across him as well. He's had to back off to hold the rear end, which was just about to go. Lavery's torn out wide just to make sure he can maintain the pace coming through, but that's broken the golden lockout. Thank God for that. I'll never hear the end of it. Kyle Ridley, Sean Doyle and Kyle Lavery now coming through, but it's not over. Lavery needs to make this all the way through because there's 2.5 minutes to go, maybe 2 laps as it coming through, so he's got a lot of work to do behind the young Thomas Sonny Cena. Battles galore still on the bottom as well. We've got Davey Gallo and Sammy McCall coming through the back of the pack too. So there's a bit of work being done through there. You can see them coming through the back there. Gallo is trying to get in underneath. That's not Gallo. That's Sammy McCall and Ryan Price. What the hell is iRacing SDK doing? I wanted an all-out Sheffy. I wanted an all-out SLM podcast. Well, unfortunately, mate, it still could happen, mate. It still could happen. We are down to the last 1 minute. Geez, that would have been worse than 3 Brits on the podium in Spain. Oh, yeah, I know. Got to watch George Russell stand there like a pelican. No offense to the Pelicans at PR.
I was at least very happy with one of them.
The Ferrari?
Yep.
Mr. Hamilton.
We don't get to celebrate much in Maranello, but boy, howdy did we celebrate that.
Final lap, ladies and gents. Yes, I can imagine it. Here we are, final lap. Sean Doyle. I'll tell you what, Doyle and Lavery were very close then as well. I'm not sure what happened through that. You've got Stevie Daniels chasing down Davey Gallo at the moment as well. Ryan Price and Gander. Oh, Gander's just had an incident, I think. He's gone out wide. He was being chased down by Ryan Price. Pricey is having a look at these boys at the same time. And then Mark Snow and Phil Humbly are going for it as well at the moment. Mark Snow's on the outside line. Phil Humbly on the inside line. Coming through. This is the final laps, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Ridley is going to be bringing it home at the moment. He has got one of the Carling boys as a back marker that he's coming up to at the moment. I believe that's Daniel Byrne. After he went into the pits on a different strat altogether. Coming up the back hill, all on his lonesome. He's got Sean Doyle coming across in second place. Kyle Lavery coming around in third place. And we still got a very big lockout by the SLM boys taking the top step of all classes tonight if this comes off for them. Mark Snow is taking some risks at the moment. He has got back markers behind him and he's taking the look. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are across the line. Kyle Ridley takes it home for the SLM Academy Motorsports team and brings it home for the feature race of our penultimate round of Warren Brown GR86 Nationals. Second place comes across Sean Doyle and third place Kyle Lavery. Fourth place is Thomas, Sonny, Cena, Dougie Gowans in 5th. Cam Hardwick brings it home for the Pro-Ams in the top step. And Mark Snow brings it home for the AMs in the top steps. We have an SLM Motorsports and Academy driver in all podium positions for each class tonight. A very big achievement by the SLM teams out there, and cracking bit of work by those lads too. Still a few people out there racing. Here we go, Hardwick coming across the line at the moment for his top spot for the Pro-Ams. And here we go, coming around the last few corners, ladies and gents. You can see Mark Snow coming through with a gaggle of cars around him, fighting for points, even though he doesn't need them. And he brings it home for the AM win tonight. Mark Snow from the SLM Academy. What a spectacular drive out there. Well done to the SLM team as he comes across the line.
About that, Mark Snow, 35-second penalty for finishing with an unserved black flag.
Oh, no. He didn't serve his iRacing black flag. Oh, no. That means Sammy McCall is taking a top step. Oh, my goodness. That just broke the
Wow.
top spot lockout. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. He had... How much space did he have between him and the next car?
20 seconds?
Oh, man, he could have done his drive-through and still be leading. Oh, who was in his window? Who was in his through there talking to him? That is unfortunate. But there you are, ladies and gentlemen, wiggling down the pit road. Kyle Ridley brings it home in the wet for the SLM Motorsports team. And you can see them coming into the pits now. Wow, what a race that was, mate. That was that brain brought out something a bit interesting, didn't it?
Yeah, that was crazy. And once again, even with everything around them was chaotic, the race itself pretty straightforward. Nothing too silly or wild out there. Just a phenomenal job from everyone to keep it on the black stuff.
Oh yeah, it was actually really very impressive too, because even the AMs were doing some amazing stuff out there as well. So they were keeping it out of trouble big time.
That they were.
Oh man, wow, what a night! Wet and wild, they say. They reckon he got the penalty in the last lap. Should have served the slowdown. Yeah, hell yeah, he should have served the slowdown. He had no one to. He wasn't even racing opponents there. So that's the one you learn for the books. Because if he had no class competitors around him at that time either. So he didn't really need to not slow down. So anyway, if you're into the setups, so you need some setups. You got Team Watson racing setups out there, individual subscriptions, and you get yourself a discount if you quote Team Watson for a 10% discount. If you want to pay double, quote Team Sinkovic, and you'll be right.
Watson39 is the coupon code.
There we go. Watson 39. All right, this is how they finished, ladies and gents. The Warren Brown Tools Toyota GR86 Nationals, the penultimate round, round 8. Some clinical points won tonight for some drivers to have at least one hand on a trophy. The championship itself. On the top step, we've got Kyle Ridley bringing it home in first place, Sean Doyle in second place, and Cole Lavery in third for the pros. In fourth place, we've got Sonny Cena. Then we've got Gowans, Gallo, Daniels, Byrne, Mortimer, and Hodgkinson. In the Pro-Ams, we've got Cam Hardwick bringing it home for the SLM team, and Phil Humbley for Northwind, and Chris Tomlin from LCR in third. Then we've got fourth place, Gander, fifth D, Donnelly in sixth, Glover seventh, and Price in eighth. For the AMs, Sammy McCall takes first place after Mark Stowe gets himself a penalty coming across that line. So it was unfortunate for him coming through there. And in third place was David 747 Simmons coming across third. And then we've got Mr. Dines fourth and Edwards in fifth. That total battle in the AMs has gone a bit of a mix-up tonight, mate. Some points have gone here, there, and everywhere as we've come through. So a little bit of fun,
Absolutely, and can't wait to see what the points look like going into next week.
No. Well, let's start them off straight away. They're already here waiting, man. It's like they're all trying to belt the doors down. Let's bring him in there, ladies and gents. The AM winner tonight, Sammy McCall. Bring it on down. Come into the booth, Mr. McCall. How you doing, buddy? And how did you like that wet weather?
Oh, I'm loving it, mate. Loving it.
Well, was that win a shock? Were you surprised when you realised you'd won it?
Like, because my overlays weren't working, so I had no clue where I was. That's why I ran out of fuel in the first race.
Oh, no. But, hey, mate, it's you did a cracking job out there bringing it home for the AMs. I mean, Mr. Snow did you a favour with the last few points that he got there, but you weren't that far behind him. You're only a couple of places.
I didn't even know where I was. I thought I was back in, like, 20th.
Well, you finished in 11th place, mate.
Almost in top 10.
Yeah, almost in the top 10. Yeah, cracking bit of work out there. How was the road, mate? Was it fun out there?
Well, some of us, including me, I reckon it was. A lot of people, it sound like it was for them.
Would you enjoy the wet, or is it just another challenge?
Well, I actually find it quite fun, and because I race the XLs in real life, front wheel drive, road tires. It comes to me quite well because I'm used to the low grip stuff.
Yep.
And the front wheel drive helps a lot as well because I'm used to that powering out to get out of a slide and stuff like that.
Yep. Good to hear that you're having fun, and you're having fun in the real world as well, mate. I'm seeing all the Discord posts here and there, so it's good to see. Mate, who gets Mr. Sammy McCall out on track and supports your racing, mate?
Signage mates, they do like signage. Ozwipes, they do gym consumables, wipes, toilet paper, all that stuff. And Boutique Kitchens, they do joineries and kitchen fit outs and stuff like that.
Are they your real world sponsors as well?
Yeah, they're all my real world sponsors.
Excellent, man. Good to see people supporting out there. If you're out to support some real-world races, reach out to me. We've got a couple of boys in a couple of real-world teams that I can hand you out their details and support them as well, because the more people we support and real-world racing as well, it just brings the community together a bit more. Mate, Sammy, well done, buddy. Great way to finish the penultimate round, and good luck for the final round next week, mate. It's going to be another belter. It's good to have you up there up here in the chat room, brother.
Thanks, mate. Yeah.
All right, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy McCall brings it home for the AM top step for tonight's penultimate round. All right, who we got next, mate? We have got Mr. Hardwick. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cam Hardwick, our admin for the GR86s, and he's been putting a lot of work in the background to make sure that you guys love what we get to show off here on a Thursday night. Mr. Hardwick, how you going, mate? How was that out there for you?
Moist, very moist.
Yes.
But no, everyone drove really well. I want to congratulate the whole field for the way they drove tonight. It was pretty good to see, so pretty happy with that.
It was very good to watch. It was very good to commentate on. A lot of action here and there. Most of the incidents were really just people just running out of track space, really holding too much pace. But it was nice and clean out there. It was really good to watch.
Yeah, it's good to see the series seems to be improving race by race, and the racing's getting better and better, and I guess people are getting more comfortable around each other. So it's good to see. We're trying to put on the best Toyota 86 series in the country, and I believe we're at the top of the ladder. So let's keep it up rolling into next season.
100%, man. You've done a great work on the next season. We showed some of it off this afternoon, and I'm letting everyone know that over the weekend the subscriptions will be open, and it'll be all open slather. We'll get a lot of stuff out there in the promo world, so keep an eye on Facebook and all our socials so you can see what's going on. Mr. Hardwick, what part of the track was probably the hardest for you in the wet?
Look, it was pretty good for me, to be honest. I was just cruising around. I had probably a 15-20 second gap to car ahead and 15 seconds to car behind, so I was just on a leisurely Sunday drive, just keeping it straight.
Giving you a shoulder rub at the same time?
What was that?
This is giving you a shoulder rub at the same time? Was that how relaxed you were?
Yeah, no, she was in here, shoulder rub, holding the drink up for me, and yeah, no, it was pretty good. So
he's got himself a good little pit crew there. Lovely to see. Mate, you guys nearly got the golden lockout.
Yeah, nearly. But Kyle was pretty solid. So
yeah, well, you got Gowans was up there, so you would have had 1, 2, and 3. You doing the pro-ams, and then Sammy was Mark Snow, sorry, was in the top step till he got his penalty in the last few contacts. So that's unfortunate. That would have been a first ever golden lockout, all 3 classes and top 3 steps. So that's unfortunate, but it just means you have to keep on trying.
Yeah, well, that's right. What we always say is there's always a race next week, so we'll try again, and I'm sure it'll happen one day. These SLM boys are pretty solid, and they're putting the effort into do a lot of practicing, so I'm definitely not surprised with the results that we're getting.
No, it's good to see everyone working very hard together as a team. Mr. Hardwick, do you know who your supporters are and who the sponsors are for SLM?
Definitely got to thank my beautiful wife for letting me come on here every week and annoy you and whatnot. Thank team boss Matty Kane, along with all the other boys that are in the team, pushing us to be the best that we can. I've got to thank Sud Speed and SLM Painting and Maintenance down in Melbourne. If you need anything done, give them a call. Thank the whole SRW crew, the admins in the background, race control, the broadcasters, just everybody that makes this happen. I truly believe we're putting together the best product on the market.
I believe you are right, mate, and the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes, people would be astonished at the amount of stuff that we do and discussions we have and arguments we have, but all about wanting this thing to be better, faster, and cleaner, and just polished product all the way through. So there's a lot of brainstorming that goes on, and it's amazing. It's really good to see. Mr. Hardwick, thank you very much, mate. Congratulations on your top step for the Pro-Ams tonight in the penultimate round, and good luck for the final round, my brother.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I hope you've bought the track for next week and done your research and whatnot, because it's going to be an epic one.
It's going to be an interesting one, mate. I might even try to get some laps in there. How's that sound?
Oh, maybe we can find a fill-in broadcaster and put you in the race.
Hell no, we don't want to drop the standards down by 50%, mate.
Yeah,
just by entry.
They do call you Spinovich for a reason.
Well, that is very true, mate, and that's not because I'm a break dancer, that's for sure.
See you, boys. Have a good night.
Take care, brother. Be good.
See you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pro-Am winner tonight, Mr. Cam Hardwick from the SLM Academy. All right, let's bring him through. I believe the next one's one of my boys coming through there, Mr. Kyle Lavery. Come on down from Team SRW Motorsports, mate. Crack a bit of work out there. Tough strat out there. Brandon was on the dries. I didn't even realise the rest of you guys were on the wets because my SDK was rolled over to the far end, mate. Obviously not some team communication down there, mate, but you did some cracking work out there.
Yeah, it was good fun race. Pretty wet in that second one, but yeah, I think wets were definitely the right call.
Yeah, the pace, there wasn't that much difference between the wets and the dries in the start of the race, was it?
I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. People got a few seconds in front of us, but what were the dries and the wets looking like?
Well, it wasn't that. It was, I don't know, Mr. Watson, if he realised, but there wasn't that big a disparity in times between it, and so I didn't even notice it. Like normally you'd see, the wets would be a lot slower and stuff like that, but I didn't even notice it until Mr. Watson said, no, the rest of them aren't pitting, man. They're all on wets now. And I was like, what the hell? So yeah, it was a bit of a surprise out there. Bit of a yonder drive across the dirt at one point, mate. Just too much pace through the car. How hard was it following these cars nose to tail in the wet?
It's challenging because of the visibility is real bad when you get close from all the spray kicking up. It doesn't look too bad when you're looking at the replays or when you guys are doing the broadcast, but when you're in the car, you can't see anything if you get within a few car lengths of someone. So you got to really know your braking markers so you don't take someone out. Yeah, it's a pretty good challenge to try and stay in touch with someone.
Would you cheat like I do in these sort of conditions and put the driving line on?
Yeah, I should do that, definitely. but I don't know how much it'll help. If you can't see the car in front, you might still kill someone.
Yeah, you might still, but at least that's my biggest problem when there's a field like that and it's wet. Like your left and right vision you start focusing more central, and then your brake markers become a little bit blind. But it becomes a bit of a habit once you sort of done the laps a few times. You become naturally aware of where it is. But it's a tough one out there, man. It's rear end grip. Was there a lot of sliding through the front end, coming through corners and the chicane down the hill?
The front, well, if you picked the dryish part, it wasn't much. It was pretty much a C. But if you picked the less wet part, the front end actually had okay grip, but the rears were just stepping out. I mean, maybe it was my setup, but you couldn't get on the throttle for ages, you know. So turn in and stuff was okay if you picked a good line, but you couldn't get the power down. That was the challenge. Just trying to get the power down early without looping it like I did.
Well, you did all right, man. You still were there. Your fastest lap in the dry was the fastest laps. I think you were fastest with a 1:36.37. Fastest in the dry was Kyle Ridley, but he was obviously leading out on his own, so he had no one in front of him. So you're up there with a 1:50.93. So it was a good lap time. I think the other one in 1:50s was Thomas Sonny Cena, who you were sort of following for a little bit as well. Were you at one point just sitting there waiting to see Doyle and Cena just take each other out? Was that the hope?
Yeah, I was hoping they'd battle a bit more, but it seemed like when I got closer and they calmed down a bit, and I was thinking they're probably going for the SLM 123, so I got to try and put a stop to that, you know. I almost felt bad for going around, for Thomas there, but you know, had to be done.
It had to be done, but then Dougie gave you a hand as well by punching it into the wall.
He did, yeah. That was good on him. But I mean, I didn't think he lost more than 1 or 2 spots, so he did a good job.
Yeah, no, he still came out. He came out in 5th place, so he had a bit of a buffer there. But great bit of work by Dougie recovering there. But it is what it is. Crack a bit of racing out there, mate. Some critical points. I think Ridley is very close to taking it home at the moment. But new track next week. Have you had any practice on it yet?
No, I don't own it yet, so I'll have to have a look at it. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. I just try and stay third overall. I don't think I can catch Doug at this point after last week's mishap. So just try and get third overall and play it safe.
Let's see how we go.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Lavery, crack a bit of work out there, mate. You've had a decent season, man. That's for sure. You've been a lot in battles and spending a lot of time on the broadcast as well. Who gets Mr. Lavery out on track and supports Team SAW?
Well, as always, SRW and the guys in race control. Big shout out to them for making it all happen. You guys in the broadcast, sponsors Warren Brown Tools, Grim Shunt Scenery, Phoenix Driver Development. Are they still with us?
Yes, they are. Yep.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
Big shout out to all those sponsors for sticking with us.
Love your work, mate. Cracking bit of work out there. So I hope you're enjoying it, still having as much fun as we are broadcasting, dude. And good luck for the final round. And I'm looking forward to see what you do for season 3, mate, because I think the tracks, you're going to destroy them out there. Hopefully we get our team. If we get our team SRW grow a little bit more of the work I'm doing in the background, and we have got one new driver that the boys don't even know about just yet.
I don't know about that.
And Mr. Kutikazinos is joining us for season 3, so he'll be up there. So he'll be someone to partner us up and keep us motivated. But there's a few other people I'm talking to as well. So hopefully we'll grow and get faster and get stronger.
Yeah, we get some format changes next season as well, right? With changes to the reverse top 10, and it's looking good.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little bit more driver orientated rather than just showboating. It's going to be about a bit more strategy, fuel strategy. Hopefully, with what we're planning, there might be a little bit of tyre strategy there as well. But that's across all. It's not just the 86s. So it's going to make the racing a lot more brains than just sending it.
I think there's some good changes there, because what I've noticed in the last couple of seasons, everyone in the top 10 is so quick now that you're better off hanging back and finishing 8th or something in the first race because there's less points. And then in the second race, you've got a way better chance of getting good points, because it's not easy to make up 10 places anymore. Like, everyone up there is quick as. So especially if it's only a 20 or 30 minute race, it's just hard to make up 10 places. So
Yeah,
I think
is not much at all. The pace that we have got a really, really close pro grid. So it's amazing. Actually, each class is really comparative to each other at the moment.
even
I think
the
they're
pro-ams
all.
are quick. You know, everyone's quick. I think it's just a consistency difference between most of the classes, really. Like people are.
It's lap by lap consistency. That's what it is. Yeah, the pros just hit their apexes and points a lot cleaner and more regularly, whereas the pro-ams are a little bit off that. And the AMs, the ones that practice are good at it, but the ones that don't practice, you can see where they're sort of sitting and fighting around that area. But it's good to see. Well, mate, thank you very much. Legendary effort as usual. I'll chat to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Lavery from Team SAW Motorsports brings it home in third place tonight with some cracking points for the series. Congratulations, brother.
Yes, thanks, guys.
All right, there it goes. One of my boys gone. Mr. Watson, chip in. I keep telling you, mate, whenever. Because if I shut up for a second, I'm quite happily for you to jump in. Mr. Sean Doyle, Grandma Donna Doyle will be a very happy lady. She's probably doing the jig around there. Sean Doyle bringing it home in second place, and the SLM chatter in the room at the moment is all over the place. And Donna Doyle, she goes, "That's my boy." How are you, buddy?
Good, mate. How's yourself?
Yeah, loving it, mate. Loving it. Having a blast watching you guys tear it up out there.
Yeah, well, there was certainly some tearing it up tonight, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what. If I was Matty Keane, I'd be at some points between you and Thomas, between you and Thomas Sonny Cena. I thought, oh, these guys are getting a bit close. Are they going to ruin it or not?
No, I knew what I was doing. I was just having fun.
Did Thomas know that you were having fun?
No, probably not, but I kept him tight and him, come on, let's go.
Were you in the same chat room with him?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys were talking what you're doing and letting each other know that, oh, shit, I'm a bit close here.
Yeah, and there was a couple of times I said, look, I think I got a bit more pace.
Did
no, but
you
that was fun. Politely, I said, can I come through?
And what did he say? You better know.
Yeah, pretty much. After that first race where I had the car come screaming across the section of the track, I thought I was dead.
Oh, that was Sam Kutakazinos coming down.
Yeah.
Yep. You were lucky. You didn't end up on your 10. I think it was who was it, Mr. Watson, that was on his lid? Was it Donnelly?
It was Donnelly, yes.
Yeah, Donnelly up on his lid, but he got back over, which was not too bad, and continued to race and go into the pits. But he made it to the pits, which wasn't too bad. What did you think of the rain, mate, and the way that went from dry to wet? Did it just add some spice to it for you?
I think it went from dry to flooded.
Dry to flooded, yeah. It just seems that.
No, it was all right.
Yeah. It's sort of like 50% is still flooded no matter what you do in iRacing at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you just take your time and, there's a certain line you can sort of try and take, but there were some sections there where it was just pretty much glass.
Yeah. Was there much aquaplaning going on?
Oh, there was a lot.
Yeah. So could you feel it in the wheel? Like, if you ran through a puddle, would it sort of like pull to the steering?
Yeah, you get a bit of pull, but then all of a sudden there's no steering.
Okay. So just like hold on for dear life and make sure you come out the other end.
Yeah, a couple of times I thought I was going to hit Thomas. All four wheels locked up, steering wheel full, 180.
So did we. Me and Mr. Watson were thinking about it's going to happen soon. And me having Lavery behind you at the time was like, yeah, come on, you can do it.
Yeah, no, pulled it off, but we ended up all right.
Excellent, mate. Well, who gets Mr. Sean Doyle on track and supports the SLM Academy, mate?
You'd have to thank me mum, Donna. She's always in the chat. A beautiful partner, beautiful child. SLM Academy, SLM Motorsports, sponsors SLM Painting and Maintenance, Sud Speed. I'd like to thank all you guys at SRW, everyone that tunes in and watches and supports. Great work. And all the boys over at SLM. Great bunch of blokes. Cheers.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations and well done on getting the second place out there tonight for the SLM boys. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Doyle from the SLM Academy brings it home for the pros in second place tonight for the penultimate round. Congratulations, brother, and good luck next week.
Cheers, boys.
Take care. All right, Mr. Watson, here it is, the legend himself, Mr. Kyle Ridley. Come on down, butter. You are having a killer week out there, mate, and doing a lot of racing and doing some great stuff out on track in the wet and the dry. How was that for you out there, mate?
Yeah, it was all right. It was a bit soggy, but got it done.
Got it done. Early battles coming through. You made 5 places during the dry part of the track, and then it was all over Red Rover once you got yourself a bit of a buffer.
Yeah, it was pretty much just me and Lavery were able to utilize the track to its fullest, and then he had a moment, and that just left me all by my lonesome for the last 15 minutes. I don't think I slowed down during that time. It's just easier to keep pushing, so I was just doing that, kept doing pretty similar lap time, and just praying for that bloody checkered flag to come out, because it was, yeah, the visibility out there was pretty poor.
Even on your own at the front?
Yeah, the sun was setting, so the track just looked like a mirror.
Okay, yeah. So you're starting to get a bit of shimmering going on. Well, your last lap was the fastest lap out there, a 1:37.13. So you did really well.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't your last lap. I'm lying. Your last lap was a 1:49.19. Your fastest lap was a 1:37.13. That would have been in the dry in the early stages.
Yeah, on the wet tyre. I could do 30. I did practice on it, and I could do 36s, but it would obviously wear them out a bit. So I was protecting them in those first few laps when with the dry track. Lavery did go pretty hard on them, and I think he wore them out, hence why he had a bit more issues towards the end.
Yeah, did you think that the rain was going to come in soon enough to keep those wets alive?
It's a tricky one, because even if it was like 6 laps, I probably would have done the same, because these are pretty normal cars, so changing the tires takes time, and it would be like a whole minute in the pit transit. So
yeah,
not the slicks. The wets aren't too much slower.
They're not. No, not in the dry. They're not. No, but it's amazing the transition when it gets wet, how much grip they've got as well. The battles you had with Lavery early on, a few close calls here and there. Any particular part of the track that really worried you with this car behind you, like coming down I call it the corkscrew, but coming down the corkscrew or the back end?
No, I was pretty strong for the corkscrew. I felt safe there. I just did it to protect like turn 5, the hairpin, especially in race 1 when we were in that battle pack. Just protect that, see if anyone wants to come in. But during the wet, it was more like 10, 11, 12, 13 were very sketchy, because you had to cross the active racing line to get to the wet line.
Yeah. The first race was spectacular. That was amazing. You guys, like 6 of you, just tearing it up all the way through. How much fun was that? Because that was really, really close. Like, it was really nose to tail all the way through, you guys.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was like we had three teams up there for the top 6, and 1 faded away, so we still had 5 of us up there. The safety car I think it was a pressure cooker about to go boom, but then the safety car came and kind of reset everything.
Just at the right time, mate. Just the right time. Well, you've had a killer week, mate. A lot of good racing coming out from you, mate. So really well done. And who gets Mr. Kyle Ridley out on track and supports your racing, my brother?
As always, I would love to thank my team and my team's main sponsor of SLM Painting and Maintenance for the support that they do add. They pay our entries. We go out there racing. We should be out there racing, doing our thing, and thank the boys at SLM. I think we had a pretty good result with a lot of us in the top 10, especially in the rain race. So that's a good effort from all of us.
Were you aware that you nearly got the golden lockout, that you nearly got top 3 and then the classes as well?
I knew we nearly got the top 3, but I wasn't sure with the classes. I know Cam got, I think, Pro-Am, and I think Mark might have got Pro-Am, but so just Am, so I'm not too sure. Yeah,
Mark just missed out on the Am with the penalty there at the end, but if Sonny Cena and Gowan's locked out Lavery, you guys would have had 1, 2, and 3 in the pros, and you would have had Hardwick for the Pro-Ams and then Snowy for the Ams. It would have been a massive lockout. I think Mr. Keefe Keane would have been doing the jig all the way back to the CBD in Melbourne.
Well, it just shows you the work that we do behind the scenes at SLM is paying off. Very disciplined. The drivers did a great job in very trying conditions.
Excellent work, mate. Well, you've got yourself a a very good lead now for the championship, so it's looking good for the last track. Have you been out on track yet for the last one? You've tried it out, or is going to do that all this week?
I'm going to do that this weekend. Definitely need to do some laps. I'm just going to work out the permutations to see where the minimum I can finish and work my way from there.
Excellent work, mate. Excellent work. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kyle Ridley takes out the Pro Top Step tonight for the penultimate round of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Congratulations, Kyle, and congratulations to SLM for a cracking performance tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Take care, brother. See you next week. Well, Mr. Watson, what do we say about that?
Yeah.
Hey, nearly came a golden lockout. That was I've never seen one before since we've had classes like that. It's hasn't come close to it, but that was really close.
Yeah, you can't help but tip your cap to them and all the work they've done and that phenomenal strategy call. And yeah, it's definitely one of the more interesting races I've broadcast. I can't remember the last time I've broadcasted a race with changing weather like this. So this was a lot of fun to watch and very impressive to see how everyone tackled the new very difficult variable.
Yeah, 100%. It was it could have gone south very quickly. Let's face it, but it didn't. Everyone was consistent and fast. Even what surprised me was even the AMs and the Pro-Ams doing really well in the wet.
Yeah, like very minimal mistakes in the part of the race where you would have expected a lot of mistakes, but nope. Everyone did a great job holding it onto the black stuff with a few incidents notwithstanding.
Yeah, no, I think it was a great effort by all round. Even when we watched back in the background, we watched Elliot D and Callum Hodgkinson, like the last few places, they were still fanging it around corners and going crazy. So it was really good to see. But unfortunately, penultimate round, so we've got one more round to go, man, and it's season 2 done and dusted. I can't believe it, but it's come so quick.
I know. You never really realize how short 9 weeks are until you start one of these seasons, and then all of a sudden, oh look, it's over.
I know, it's all done. We're just getting settled in and enjoying the racing out there, and now we're starting again. So we'll, if you are interested in joining us for some racing, check out our socials over the weekend. We'll have the V8 supercars, the Super Formula Lights, the GR86s, the GT3s available next season. And $20 gets you entry into any of the racing you want to do. You just need to register for each of the series you want to participate in, and we cap it out at about 50. Generally, it's pretty sold out very quickly. So get like, subscribe, and push those buttons so you get to see it all and get to know when it's all released. I'm pretty much cooked now as well. I'm sure Mr. Watson's had enough of me talking as well. Thank you downstairs to Kobe for a cracking bit of work. Big thank you out there to our supporters out there in the streaming world. Phoenix Driver Development for participating and supporting us with all their things that they do. If you're into V8 supercars, Gen 3, Gen 2, please reach out to Laz and Rian and look at some training one-on-one or in the team aspect. Also some setups for all the Gen 2 and Gen 3 cars. A big shout out to Grim Industries. If you're watched the Paramount Top Gear Show Australia, you'll see the V8 coffee table in the interview section that he builds, and he sends them all over the world, man. He sends them to the US, to the Middle East, everywhere. People all over the world are chasing him for stuff. So he's doing Ferraris, doing McLaren engines and stuff like that at the moment as well. So some really, really special stuff. Check out his website and reach out to Andrew Grimm at Facebook as well. Tell him I sent you down. Shunt Scenery, if you're into 3D, if you're into flight simulations, they do some airport packages rendered, ready to go. You can buy them on them. I think they're Northern Queensland, Northern New South Wales airports that they've got available. And a big thank you out there to Warren Brown Tools. If you're into your tools, get onto their website. They are absolute legends. They've been around for over 100 years. And the stuff they do is next to none. A lot of the boys that are mechanics that are in our racing series of groups of drivers do use their equipment. If you spend over $200, you get to put yourself in the draw to win a Camus wheel, base, and pedal bundle. So you can get out, and if you've already got a bundle, give it to someone else who can use it and get out there and join SRW. And a big thank you to Mr. Watson and Mr. Kobe downstairs for supporting us through this. We have got one more round to go for this season. So ladies and gentlemen, join us again next Thursday night for the championship rounds, and join us on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesdays as well. Thank you very much for the community. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and we'll see you next week.